Tonight wasn't just another NBA game, guys. Seriously, it was a showdown between dominance and the future. Okay, let's dive into this. We've got Anthony Edwards bringing that raw power, confidence, and absolute star energy. And then Victor Wembanyama, the generational talent who is literally changing the game right before our eyes. It's the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the San Antonio Spurs, and let me tell you, this one got intense fast.
Section 1. Dominance versus the future.
This matchup was a literal collision of NBA timelines. On one hand, you've got Anthony Edwards. He's out there bringing pure power, undeniable confidence, and just star energy. He's the pinnacle of modern, explosive guard play. But on the other hand, Victor Wembanyama. The guy is a generational talent who is actively changing how basketball is played. It's like watching an unstoppable physical force crash right into the futuristic potential of the league.
Moving on to evaluating the game context.
Before we get into the specific plays, we got to look at where these teams are currently at. The Timberwolves, they came into this game looking like real, no doubt about it, contenders. They've got a rock-solid identity built on strong defense, super physical play, and explosive scoring. Now on the flip side, the Spurs are obviously still building. But, and this is a massive but, with Wembanyama on the court, every single game feels totally different. You're not just watching a rookie figure things out, you're watching the future of basketball take shape.
Section 2. The first half battle. Right out of the gate, Minnesota set the tone. Right from the tip-off, Anthony Edwards went straight into attack mode, hitting the rim with total confidence. The Timberwolves were constantly pushing the pace and putting incredibly heavy pressure on the Spurs' defense. They really tried to use their physical identity to just overwhelm San Antonio early, kind of turn it into a track meet and a wrestling match all at once, you know?
But Wembanyama, he answered right back, and he did it using tools literally nobody else in the league has. We're talking about blocking shots that shouldn't be blockable, casually stepping out to hit deep threes, and using that completely unreal wingspan to disrupt practically every single possession. Because of him, by halftime, this game wasn't just close. It was turning into an absolute battle.
Up next, third quarter momentum shifts.
Let's move to the timeline and see how this builds, because midway through the third quarter, man, everything changed. Right at the 6-minute mark, Edwards creates some space and just knocks down back-to-back threes. You could physically feel the momentum shifting toward Minnesota. But just when the Timberwolves looked ready to completely take over the game, Wembanyama delivered this insane highlight sequence. Boom, 7-minute mark, he gets a massive momentum-stopping block. That immediately sparks a fast break, and barely 15 seconds later, it ends with a powerful finish right at the rim. That moment right there, it brought the Spurs roaring right back into the game.
Let's break this down further with our tactical analysis and takeaways.
So here's what really made the difference and gave Minnesota their winning edge tonight. It was all about their defense staying incredibly aggressive. They were executing hard switches all over the floor, applying constant suffocating pressure, and actively forcing the younger Spurs team into making mistakes. Plus, in transition, Minnesota took full advantage. They maximized those fast break opportunities, and when the game is this tight, those fast break points add up ridiculously fast.
As for the Spurs, well, they relied heavily on Wembanyama. And don't get me wrong, he absolutely delivered. But it clearly showed that the rest of the roster is still very much in a team-building phase. They're still figuring out the chemistry you need to consistently support a generational star, especially when you're going up against a top-tier defensive unit like Minnesota. At the end of the day, this game was a huge validation for both stars. Anthony Edwards showed us exactly why he's becoming a true superstar in this league. Confident, explosive, and completely in control when it mattered the most. But Victor Wembanyama proves something crucial too. He showed everyone that he is not just potential, he's an immediate problem.
So the crucial point is this. He's not just potential. He's already a problem for every team in the NBA. Let that sink in for a second. That is the massive takeaway regarding his arrival. You can't just wait around for him to develop. You literally have to figure out a game plan to survive him right now, tonight.
So what do you guys think? After seeing a performance like tonight's, are the Timberwolves legitimately ready to be title contenders this season? And on the flip side, how soon can Wembanyama drag the Spurs to that next level of competitive basketball? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another explainer on the very best NBA content. Catch you in the next one.